Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to introduce you to an interesting way to organize data, and that is through the use of pivot tables. Many of you have probably heard of this method that is used quite a bit. It's kind of a buzzword. It has been for years on job applications, things like that. So must know pivot tables. To some it's very intimidating, and it's actually quite simple and easy, and it's very, very powerful. So first thing, you have your data here, and it's organized in a group of invoices. You may be able to pull something like this from, say, QuickBooks or your financial software, or you may even have an Excel sheet that tracks your data internally. In any case, what you do is it has to have headers. Everything above it has to have a header. You can even turn it into a table if you'd like. Excuse me. In this case, what you do is you just select the entire table, and then we're going to go to your insert menu, and then pivot table. And then what will happen is, by default, you leave this as default. By default, it will put this it'll open a new tab, and the table will go into this new tab. So then we're just going to hit OK. And now it takes us to this new sheet 6, and you see it's blank here. So it's going to let you design the table any way that you would like to do it. So what you do is, say you wanted to organize it by, you wanted to know which project has billed the most dollar-wise. So you would take that into your rows. So these are all the project names, if you recognize them from the sheet from before. These are all your project names. And then you want to know how much each one of those brought in. You change it to values, and boom. So now you know, by looking back at the data, so these are the projects. Each one of them had multiple invoices. So when we go to our pivot table, we see them grouped together. So we can do it like that. Now if you wanted to know, maybe you didn't want to know that, maybe you want to know how much each client, sorted by client. Maybe you would rather know which rep. Boom, done. There's a list of your reps and how much each one of them contributed. Maybe you would rather know what region. So each one of these different categories, you can group this amount by, you can total the amount by. So, and formatting is very easy. You click inside the table to format. So you'd say, if you wanted to show it as accounting, whatever, you just say number format, currency, if you want. Boom, done. Very powerful function. You can also do things like, you can take this back up here, and you can say by client and by project. So it will add in the different projects for each. It'll add in the different projects, in this case for each client. Very powerful function. We'll do more in future episodes. Leave a comment as far as what else you'd like to see within this, or maybe other functions that you'd like to see done on our channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Give us a like if you enjoyed it. If you'd like to subscribe, that would be very helpful to get the algorithm going here on YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.